Hey guys, welcome back to Naughty Threads. In case you're new here on my channel, do subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss on any future updates. So Rakhi is round the corner and today we will be learning how to do these 5 types of Rakhis very easily at home at almost no cost. I'm sure whoever does little bit of embroidery or whoever is interested in doing embroidery will definitely have some cotton thread embroidery floss, I mean. Along with that, I have just used some beads. These beads are available in almost any store. So if you have this, you can make Rakhis on your own without spending too much. So watch the video till the end. I'm going to show in detail how I made all these 5 types, and it's a very interesting video, guys. So in case you like the video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. So now let's get started. So these are the embroidery threads I was referring to. You can use any color of your choice. So I think first I will start off with this green color. This is a very interesting technique. So you'll have to identify the corner and then start pulling the thread and roll it to your index finger like this. So whatever thickness you want, you will have to keep rolling to that thickness and then leave about 30 to 40 centimeters long and trim off the thread. Now insert this end of the thread into a needle. So once you have the thread in the needle, we will insert the reverse side of the needle like this and wrap the thread around the needle like this. So this is more like working a buttonhole stitch in normal embroidery terms. So we'll have to do this all around and it will create a very beautiful ring. So this can be done using crochet as well. Probably I will post another video on that. This technique is very easy and people who do not know crochet also can do it. That's the reason I thought I'll share this method. So it forms a very beautiful ring without a donut or without any hard metal. So continue this until you finish all around your finger. And the best part is it does not take too much time as well. So keep going until you finish the complete circle or round. Once you are done with it, for this particular Rakhi I have used 2 types of beads. One is the matte finish beads and the other is pearls. You can use beads of your choice. So now I've slipped the ring from my finger and I'm just trying to move all the knots to the center like this. They are usually on top, so just move it like this so that they are at the edge. Now since the beads I have the holes are very small and that thread I found it difficult for the entire thread to pass through the bead, so I decided to trim the thread here. So I've made a knot and I'm going to trim. So just insert the needle like this, wrap the thread around the needle and pull, so that forms a knot. Now trim off the extra thread and whatever is in the needle I'm going to pull it out and just take 2 strands out of it because we need perfect matching thread. So just take 2 strands and insert it in the needle. Now in case if the beads you're using um, has bigger holes, then you need not do, you can just continue with the same step. So now here I'm going to attach this thread like this by inserting the needle and I'll make 2 knots manually like this, like we generally tie a lace. So make 1 or 2 knots and then we'll start adding the beads. Here how I'm adding the beads is 1 pearl, 1 gold and 1 pearl for the beginning. And then come out like this from back to front and pass the needle back into the pearl like this. So this time we will just take a gold bead and pearl, and that is how you will continue stitching. So only the first step you will add 3 beads like this, and then on you will just take gold first and then pearl and then stitch from back to front and then pass your needle back into the pearl like this. So this design looks very pretty, and it is 100 times better than buying those ready-made Rakhis from the market. So just continue until you finish the complete circle. So if you have any crystals or wooden beads or anything lying around, you can put them to use as well. So I thought with green, this gold and pearl combination would look good, so that's the reason I'm using this. Now in the end, I've just added one gold bead and I have passed my needle into the pearl, and then I'm knotting it so that I can trim off the extra thread. So here we have a hole in the center. I am just fixing one gold bead. If you want, you can fix a kundan or keep a mirror or anything of your choice. You can also add a small pearl chain or a stone chain around the bead. So here I've taken another piece of same color thread and I'm adding some beads. These are slightly bigger in size. So I'm adding 6 beads here. So apply some glue or you can use needle to add beads. Now divide the thread into half like this to identify the center. I made a mark by keeping a small dot of glue. Now I'm going to stick this thread to this part like this. If you have a glue gun, you can do that, so that is more secure. But this is also good enough. You don't have to worry about it coming off as long as you don't pull it too hard. So once that glue is dry, I'm just adding a knot after every bead so that it looks nice and the distance between them is evenly maintained. So it is this simple to make this kind of Rakhi at home. So do give it a try and let me know how yours turned out by commenting below. So once that is done, I'm just making a couple of knots here and then I'll trim off the glued end, and our first type of Rakhi is done. So for the second, I'm using this off-white floss. I'm taking about so much length. So I will need 6 strands. So I'm just pinching the thread to make sure I have 6 strands like this. So once I have 6, I'm going to trim off and make a knot here on the top. So I'm going to separate 2 and then place them to the left, center and right. So to the center threads, 2 threads in the center, I'm going to apply glue and add 7 beads. You can add any number of beads you want. If you're using a darker color thread, then you can use pearls instead of these gold beads. That also will look very pretty. So here I'm adding, these are even bigger than the previous one. So these are, I think, around 8 mm size. So after adding these beads, we'll slide them down and we'll start knotting it like this. So this is called macrame knotting. I'm going to do 2 times each side before I push the bead. So 2 times each side, and then I'm going to push 1 bead and then continue with 2 knots again. So 1 from the right like this, 1 from the left. Repeat 1 right, 1 left, and then slide another bead. So this is how you will continue. It's very simple. So you can use again any beads of your choice to do this method. This can also be used as a keychain. After I made this, I kind of got that thought, why not use it as a keychain? So you can give it a try and let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this design. So just continue with all the beads like this. Once done, I'm going to knot it here and then trim off the extra thread. So this looks a little different than the other Rakhis. So if you just add a keychain ring, it can also work like a keychain. So for the next one, I'm using this kind of zari in copper color. I'm just going to pull out, and again I will need long piece and 6 strands. Because I'm going to braid it, so I'll make a knot here on the top, and then I will separate 2 each, and I'll start braiding. So 2 strands, and then simply start braiding as long as you want. So in case you want a very small Rakhi, you can just make a small braid, but I thought of making a medium size, so I'm going to braid till the end. You can try the same using any cotton thread or woolen or any kind of thread that is lying around at home, even with silk thread. So I picked up this zari floss recently, and it was lying around, so I thought I'll give it a try in this one. So braid it till the end, and then we will make a knot to secure the braid. So knot it like this, and then I have taken 2 strands of the same thread or zari in the needle, and I'm going to knot it. Now we'll stitch it using this normal needle. We'll just keep rolling it so that it makes like a flat base, and we will hem it like this. So it's very easy. It might look a little tricky, but it's extremely easy. So keep rolling and keep stitching as and how you go until you finish off the complete braid. So in the center, if you have some jharkan or stone, or you get these plastic om or swastik, right? You can stick that as well, just to give it a more authentic look. So I've reached the end like this, and I will be adding the uh, tying thread. So I'm using gold color zari for that. So this is how I'm adding it on one side like this. And then I'm going to hem that loop here to the bottom so that it just has some kind of base. And then the other tie, I'm going to insert it in the loop. Just make sure they are opposite to each other, otherwise you will have difficulty while tying the Rakhi. So once that's done, we'll knot and trim off the extra thread, and we'll add knots, and our second Rakhi is also done. Now for this one, it's extremely easy. Any kid, 6-year-old, 8-year-old will also do it. So I've just taken this maroon color thread, and I'm inserting some beads. So few gold beads, pearls, fruit ball. So these are the only beads I'm using. I've applied some glue so that it's easy for me to slide the beads, and I'm going to place 2 knots so that the beads stay intact, and that's almost done. Even in the edges, if you want, you can just add a knot and just loosen out the threads. So there it is. So this next one is a little interesting, so watch carefully. I'm applying glue to the end, and I will be adding some beads. I had some square beads, so I thought I'll use it for this one. So after adding the beads, I am winding the thread like this, like rolling the thread. Not winding, sorry, I'm rolling the thread so that it gets twisted. So it's a very interesting technique. Again, any kid will do this. So it's anyways corona and there is no school. I would encourage you parents to encourage your kids to do something like this, wherein they will also learn something useful. So just roll it like this and then knot it together not both the ends together, and slide the beads at even distance. Place them at even distance. So there we go. This is also ready, and you guys know how easy it is to make. So there it is. All 5 Rakhis are ready. So do let me know in the comment section which one was your favorite, which one you like the most. So don't forget to check out my blog naughtythreads.net. Of late, lot of new posts have been updated, so do check out and let me know in the comment section what you feel about my blog. Also subscribe to my channel Kanika Reddy Vlogs if you guys have not subscribed. I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, keep sharing our videos with your friends, and I shall see you guys soon. Until then, bye bye.